Welcome back to another episode of your Digit Hustle News. I'm Wade Teamer. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to take some time in this video to take a look at the charts. I am actually getting ready to take a trip this weekend. My queen's yearly celebration of life was the other day, and as a gift, I decided to take her on a trip. Baby girl don't go nowhere. Gonna fix that this year. But before I do that, guys, I wanted to take a look at the markets, give you an overview of what was going on, give you some predictions about how I feel the weekend is going to go. And we're also going to take a look at Energy Web, Elron, and Solana because they're forming some very, very interesting patterns on the charts. And I think a breakout is imminent. So if you're interested in all that, make sure you stick around for the entire video. Hit the like button, all that good stuff. YouTube analytics will enjoy that. But let's start with BTC because it looks like our blue line kind of cursed us, guys. I may have cursed us with this random arbitrary blue line, but we're still on the other side of this median line here, which now is serving as a support at the, let's see here, 42,000. Still 42,000 is where we are the safest right now. So at the time of recording, as you can see, yeah, we are looking at a red candle. We started the week out not too good, lower than what we were before, but we didn't come too far back the other direction, which is good. So let's take a look at the daily behavior. Still looking positive, still in an uptrend. And something that I noticed up here is that we are kissing that line again, and that kind of acts like a launch. It's like when you pull a rubber band back, building tension, shoot it off into the moon. So I still feel like we're gonna have a good day as far as today goes. We might not see nothing too crazy. There was some news that came out. I'm gonna look at the 4-hour real quick. Some news that came out about the Fed that the markets didn't respond too well to, but looks like we're starting to make a little bit of a recovery. On the 4-hour, you can see this candle here. We are touching that red line, so you can expect a little bit. We're gonna struggle around this $45,000 range basically all day, pretty much. And we may not break it until later this evening, and the highest we may go might be 46. Okay, we'll get back to 47 in due time, and then 50K, but it may take a week or so. It may take a week or so, guys. But let's look at some top movers right now. Algorand up 13%. 4 hours looking good. On the hourly, it's just steady running up, running up, running up. Good uptrend. Let's check the weekly. Yep, it's looking to reclaim some of that the profits that it had a few months ago. All of these, the whole market really, guys, is really trying to reposition itself back to where it was at the beginning of the year, especially Binance up 6% right now. Definitely trying to touch that $600-700 once again. But let's get to one of the focus projects for this video, in being Energy Web. Now, I had saw something in the Energy Web chart yesterday, and it was confirmed this morning now that we're sitting at about $11.40. As you can clearly see, the uptrend is definitely forming. We've had 4 good weeks in a row for Energy Web. And with the amount of ESG talks, renewable energy technology, the infrastructure package that is completely focused on renewable energies, it's only a matter of time. Keep in mind, guys, Energy Web has just a deep of a governance community, global governing system as Hedera Hashgraph. That's the only other project I've seen with a governance community, governance system that is just as vast as HBAR. And we know HBAR has been doing a lot. Speaking of, let's take a look at them real quick. Up 3% right now. Looking good as well, looking to recover some profits lost. On the weekly, this kind of looks kind of bad because as you can see up the top here, the RSI, we're headed back the other way. Let's take a look at the daily and see if we got some support anywhere. Wicked all the way down to about 21 cents. So, and it's funny, I said this in another video too. H bar likes to range around the 20-cent range. Once it comes up out of a bear phase, it goes bullish again into the 20-cent range, and it kind of chills there. That's why I made that analogy in the New Dawn video, which you guys are going to check out this weekend. It's getting ready for you. But I made that analogy because 2022 is going to be the year for H-bar. But looking kind of sketchy on the weekly, guys. It's going to be turbulent for a little while. Bitcoin is starting to flatten out a little bit too, so that's going to have an effect on things. But as far as the day goes, look for some nice pump action up to the high 23 cent range, 24 cent range for H bar. Definitely still positive on H bar. There's nothing that's going to stop me, especially once you guys check out that New Dawn video. The information I found in it, mind-blowing, guys. Truly mind-blowing. So let's take a look at the next project. Really quickly, Verge up 4%. Now, haven't spoken about Verge in a while on this channel, but I discovered that they have a halving coming on August 22nd. Okay? And halvings, from what I know, okay, based on my own personal experience of being in this space going on 2 years now, halvings do good for prices. Okay, halvings do good for price action, and we have recovered from the crash, the dip, mini bear cycle. Verge getting all the way down to 1 cent, and we have been returning ever since. And I firmly believe that that is because the news, that would be this week here, the news of the halving hit CoinMarketCalendar first week of August. CoinMarketCalendar is another great resource to use if you want to stay updated on all of the crypto events going on around the world. Global coverage. So I love that website. But let's see. We took a look at Energy Web. Let's see Solana. Let's look at Solana. I need to organize this list. Forgive me, guys. But, ooh, some red. ACH down. ACH down. Elron. Let's look at Elron. We have Elron in front of us now. Even though Elron's down 2% right now, we're still sitting pretty. We're above the resistance with a lot of room. That wick only came down so far, brought us down to 126, which is good. Then we wicked back the other way. So it shows me that the momentum is definitely headed to the north side, obviously. The daily, as usual, well, not as usual, but looks like the rest of the projects, it's going to be a sketchy day, but we're still on the upside, which is good. So basically, guys, the markets are telling me that we're flattening out. Everything's cooling down right now. We had a nice little pump into July or the first week of August. We're settling down. Take this as an opportunity to accumulate. That's just what these are, guys. They're just opportunities to accumulate. So still, this weekly chart, it's pretty for Elron, guys. It's looking very pretty for Elron. So let's close out this video by talking about Solana, because yeah, as you can see, last week for Solana was a monumental one. Now, we're still on the upside of the Bollinger Bands, which means that we have more potential to grow, as well as up top here. And we're looking at the weekly time frame. Up top, we've broken above the median RSI line, peaking above it ever so slightly, but that's just enough room. As long as no negative news comes out and taps on the markets, I can say Solana is going to continue this run throughout August. It's definitely going to continue this run throughout August, guys. Looking at the 4-hour, we might see a nice little pump by the end of the day. We're only down 1.9%, so that's really not, that you wouldn't call that a correction. That's just settling down. Okay, one thing I have noticed when watching prices, especially as traders, you may have noticed this before, but you'll see certain ranges when we're in consolidation phases and the markets are just quiet and relaxed and nothing's really happening. You'll often see projects start the day up 7%, midway through the day come back down 7%, and then by the end of the evening go back up that 7% and never really go anywhere throughout the day. So that is all possible, and I think that is what Solana is doing right now. It's just basically cooling the jets because we still have decent support here around the $70 range. It flipped it, stayed above it, and kept rolling. Plus, we know of all the money that's coming into Solana, and the German special funds, they seem to be focused on Solana and IOTA as well, because IOTA has also been going crazy in the month of August. So we're definitely in the turnaround, guys. Okay, we're definitely getting ready to go the other way for 2021. I firmly believe this. There's always the possibility of another correction. There's always that possibility. Nothing is guaranteed, but according to the technicals, according to the charts, as of right now, everything's looking good, guys. Everything's looking good. Headed into the weekend, I expect to see some pretty numbers, some green all across the board this weekend for everybody. So with all that being said, guys, make sure you hit that like button. And of course, if you're new, subscribe so that way you never miss an update on global crypto adoption with a global perspective. If you want to get in contact with me directly, all the links will be down in the description for your convenience. I'll also be in the tile section too, hanging out, waiting for people to toss me a topic. But like I always tell you though, have a great day, have a prosperous day, and most importantly, make that money. I'll see y'all in the next one.